All right, looks like a pretty decent maple tree. There's a hole up in the top. That was all storm damage. See that hole up there? A couple big pieces out of the top broke off in a storm earlier this year, but you'd look at the rest of this tree and see that tree looks like it's in good shape, right? No one looks like it's been hammering on that tree, right? I took so much out of that tree, but it was all on the branch tips, all small cuts, and shortening up some of these big heavy branches, especially ones that were going out over the street. But it still has a natural feel to it. Same thing on this guy here, right? See, I got it up off the wires. It was actually down on top of those wires. Left that first branch there. That's got enough light, that'll green up. And then all the rest of these branches, they've all been pruned back. All this stuff over here, it's all been pruned. All tip production work with the bucket truck. You'd have a hard time getting out there on rope and saddle. The only cut on the main stem was this one right here. Take a look at that. No, that's 3.5 inches probably. And I was thinking about leaving that one too, because it was coming out over the wires, but it was in bad shape. I didn't think it was going to make it after I pruned. You see all the cuts I took off of this guy, right? All right, there's a cut, there's a cut back there. Cuts out on the tips, right? So it took a lot off of there. But that's got enough green on it to live, and the branch looked healthy. There was something about the bark on that branch that I removed. I could just feel it wasn't going to make it. And this guy here, maybe I could have taken half of this guy off, but I don't know why I didn't. Decided not to. But all this other stuff has been cut back. This big heavy branch here, this first branch, it's by the coming out over the street, and that was real heavy. I was worried about that, losing that in an ice storm. No chance now. I took so much weight off of those branch tips. But again, the tree looks natural. Actually, if you think this tree looks a little gutted, like lion's tail, that's because it was like that when I got here. And you're not going to fix that by making any interior cuts at all. I didn't cut anything off on the inside of this tree. And this tree was a little less so as far as the gutting goes, but they had to have done something to it, making a bunch of cuts along that lower trunk, because some of these lower branches kind of filled up with some new sprouts. Let's see. See that branch there? All full of sprouts. Well, I'm not gonna go messing with them. I'm gonna let that tree be. Take those tips back, keep it from falling apart in storms, and keep as much green material on there as I can. And we'll call it good. It looks good. The customer's happy. The trees aren't butchered. We're getting paid. This is my idea of a good time here. Taking care of the trees, doing them right, and making things beautiful and safe, and actually preserving the life of the trees.